I am Christina Suter, and this is the Real Estate Breakthrough Show, where we talk about the reality of real estate, the mindset you need in order to face the reality of what it is, and tips and tricks to get you moving forward in investing. I am your host, Christina Suter.
So tell us a little bit about how you guys stack that, because you're merging life insurance policies with the capacity to grow wealth. And there's a key here that I think is important that people understand. So why don't you tell about how you stack it when you talk about wealth outside of Wall Street, and what's your guys' process, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I would say one way to stack it is you learn to use good leverage. So a life insurance policy is just looked at as kind of a warehouse of capital, of cash. So it's a place you make money wherever you make it, you pay the taxes on it, and then you keep it in this overfunded high cash value life insurance policy where it now grows. And so this is a unique policy. Basically it's gonna be something where you're with a mutual company that has some dividends, but let's say 5-6% return, but it's a safe warehouse. So the way we use it is you first fund that, then you borrow from that policy. So the money still is staying there. You borrow against it and you go use that as a down payment on a piece of real estate. So right off the bat, I get leverage. I get $1 working in two places, which now allows me to take advantage of economic forces. Then I supercharge it and I use the bank's money, right? So now I put down 20%. The bank gives me a loan for the other 80%. So I've got $1 working two places. Now I've got a 4-to-1 from the bank. Then I'm going to use the tax code where now I get the tax code working to my benefit. Then I'm going to have a tenant in there paying my mortgage and my insurance and my property taxes. So now that tenant's working for me. So all of a sudden, I've now harnessed a few different systems. I've used the life insurance system, the lending and banking system, the U.S. tax code, and I'm using tenants who I provide clean, safe, affordable housing, nice homes, but they're now paying rent that they're going to pay to somebody and they're paying it to me. Those factors, when they're all put together, what they do is they allow me to get a better return, an outsized return that allows me to keep ahead of inflationary forces. And so you do that over time, rinse and repeat it. Pick up one asset here, buy another one, kind of repeat the process. And over time, you can build a portfolio of real estate assets that now have all these economic forces that work for me instead of me fighting against them. And boy, Christina, that's one thing that I guess inspires me is, how do we give hope to people? So many people out there struggling against, inflationary forces and the dollar being devalued and all these things that are a struggle. Being able to say, hey, here's a pathway that offers hope and potential that anybody could step into. You don't need to be a Warren Buffett to buy little single family homes in the Midwest. You don't have to be Ken McElroy, who we know, who buys, $100 million apartment complexes. It's a pretty narrow skill set. But to buy a single family home in Indiana, that's not that hard if you partner with the right people. So that's kind of the process. And it's exciting for me to be involved in doing that. Honestly, it fires me up. I literally today, there was somebody that was in our community that kind of drifted away, a doctor, and he wants to get back in because he's like, I miss the community and I miss the energy and having the focus, and to be around like-minded people that are all positive, that are going somewhere, that are looking at potential. Like, sign me up for that. Those are my people.